Hello everyone, welcome to my April Plan With Me video. So let's dive right into. So I just got this brand new watercolor palette. So I decided that I'm going to use it for this month's setup. And as you know, I am doing these monthly art challenges, each and every month something different. And in March I was doing a lot of pose studies because I want to get better at drawing people. So I decided that for April's theme I'm going to go with something that also lets me practice some more. So I decided to go with a ballerina theme, and as you can see I pre-drawn some on the cover page and then I decided to use watercolors to paint them. And I think it's already kind of obvious that these watercolors didn't work really well with the paper. Or rather didn't work at all. So the paper basically got destroyed like really fast, which I was very surprised because if you've seen my last month's plan with me, then actually I was using a lot of paint, but only these super cheap like kids watercolors, and that worked kind of fine. So I was really surprised that right now these new ones, it seemed like it's just very bad with this paper. Although I tested them on normal watercolor paper and with that they work super nice. So yeah, it bled through, it made a whole mess. So I decided that okay, I will just give up on this theme for now because I was pretty annoyed that I pre-planned everything and I did so many drawings for all the pages for the whole month. So I decided that I will just do something completely different and something simple and fun. So I decided that I will just use all my yellow and orange brush pens, and I just started drawing different sized circles and then use a darker color just to make these swirls inside them. And actually this was really fun to make because I spent so much time pre-drawing all the ballerinas and thinking about how to design the pages, and then I was really disappointed when the whole painting thing didn't work out. And although I could have just colored them with color pencil or something, I decided that I let it go at this point, and then I will just do something that's relaxing and fun and not stressful at all. Because sometimes you don't need to spend like a week every month to just try to come up with some nice theme and then to spend so much time drawing it and planning it. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes that's really fun and I really enjoy it, but sometimes I just want to have fun and do something that's really relaxing and that doesn't stress me out at all. And I think this theme is really good for that because I had so much fun just basically coloring it in. It was like a coloring book for kids because it was super simple, super easy, really fun, really kind of therapeutic just to go through all the colors. The only complaint that I have is that although I have so many different orange brush pens, as it turned out half of them are basically the same color. Although if you look at them, they look different before you start using them, but as soon as you put them on the page, they just look the same. But anyway, not a big deal, just some complaints. But I think these colors were a really good choice for April, as spring is here finally and it's all sunshine and finally warm weather which I couldn't wait because I really love spring. And I think these colors are just so fun and so happy colors. that I think it fits well for spring. So this is how my cover page turned out. And I really enjoyed making it. So maybe it's not so bad that the ballerina thing didn't work out at all. So in this page, as you can see in the middle, I have some bleeding from one of my March weekly pages, which you cannot see in my March Plan With Me video because it's just a weekly setup, but I posted it on Instagram if you want to check it out. I will leave a link down in the description so you can come and take a look if you feel like it. So that page was galaxy themed and it was all red and black, and I love that page, so it was still worth it even though it bled through to some other pages, which I didn't realize at the time, but it's not such a big deal, so I can live with it. So this is going to be my monthly calendar, and here I'm just searching for a ruler, which I couldn't find because I only have like, I don't even know, 7 or 8 rulers in this house. So obviously when I need one then I cannot find any. But I made it work, it was fine. So I'm just going to make a kind of smaller version of this calendar because I don't write so many things in it. Oh, and that was the page that bled through. Just a sneak peek. Yeah, so I don't need so much space to write for each day because I only write like doctor's appointments and dinner plans and such things when we meet with some friends. So this space is more than enough usually. And on the left side I will just leave some space to write my main goals for the month, because I like to have them at multiple different places. Okay, and then basically I just fill in all the space with circles and swirlies. Is that even a word? I'm not sure. I will call them like that from now on. So yeah, this was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I tried using more yellows and less like darker oranges on this page, and I think it's just really like sunshine and happiness and energy. At least these are the things that I associate with all these yellow and orange colors. And that's how I usually feel during spring. Actually, I never really understood when people were like, oh, I'm so tired because it's spring and I have this fatigue and I don't want to do anything. And I'm just like, but look around, there is sunshine and warm weather and all the flowers and the trees are blooming and I feel like I can do anything that I want. I don't know, for me spring is always like the most energetic part of the year. This is when I really feel like I can do whatever I decide to do, because look around. So I really enjoy it, and finally it's started also here, because so far we only had like a few days when it was warmer, but then the cold came back and now it looks like that it's finally really spring weather, which I really enjoy. So I just fill in the swirlies to finish up this page. This was such a fun time drawing all these things. I think sometimes you just need to relax and do things that you do just for fun, not because you want to post it on Instagram or you want other people to be happy about it. but just do things that make you happy, especially if it's like such things as your bullet journal, which is you are doing it for you, and you are doing it, to be better organized or to keep track of your things or what happened in your life, so you can look back later at all the things that you recorded. So it's basically for you, so it should make you happy and not all the people who are looking at it. So this page has to be like my favorite addition since I started this year, because as one of my yearly goals is to improve my mental health and be more positive and such things, I decided to add these celebrate small victories pages to each month. And what it is basically is that I will write down all my small achievements during the month, which are really like small things, so normally you wouldn't really brag about it to your friends or something like that, but you know that for you it took time and effort, it was hard to do, like just some small things, let's say like going to the gym on a weekend, which is for me very difficult usually, and then I can just write it down. And then when you look back at it, even if you didn't meet all your goals for the month, or you couldn't do some big goals that you wanted, and you feel like you are a failure, and you set all these goals and then you couldn't make them happen, then you can just go back and look at it, and it will be 2 pages filled with all the things that you managed to do. And then you just look back and feel proud of yourself. Okay, so I'm rambling too much. So that was my monthly art challenges page, which, as I mentioned, I do like a new one every month. So for January I did 31 cute animals. In February I did partially burned February, which is a pyrography challenge on Instagram, and I did the lettering self-care challenge, which is also on Instagram. And in March, as I mentioned, I did pose studies basically. And I haven't really figured out what am I supposed to do in April yet, but I think I might just continue with the figure studies and maybe more like anatomical drawings, because I think I need a lot of practice and time to actually get better at it. So I might just go with that. So this page is going to be my monthly goals, and because I realized that I usually really go overboard with the goal setting, so I'm getting so excited at the beginning of each month that it's a new month and now I will get so many things done. And usually I have so many different things that I want to start to learn, or just practice or get better at it, or I don't know, just so many random things that I want to do, that I usually set 10, 12 goals per month, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, I realize it doesn't make a lot of sense, because then at the end obviously I will fail at completing all of them because it's just too many and it's not possible, and then I will feel bad about myself because I was so excited about getting all these things done, and then obviously I couldn't because it was just too many to start with. So now I decided that I will really try and limit myself with my goal settings every month. So I will set 3 goals for a month. I think that's a good number. And then we will see what happens. Hopefully it will help, because this is a really big problem of mine, that I'm always getting too excited about all the possible goals and all the possible things that I can do when it's a new month and I feel like it's a new beginning, so now I can do so many things. But I think 3 goals are pretty good. If I manage to get them done, I will be happy. So on this page it's going to be my expense tracker, because I'm pretty bad at having like a detailed tracking of what I spend money on. So I'm just trying out different layouts each month to see which one actually works the best. So right now I'm just making like a super simple one. At the top I'm going to have all my recurring expenses like rent and bills and monthly subscriptions and such. And that's it, we will see. And on the bottom it will be all the rest. So this is my final flip through of April, and these colors just make me so happy. Let me know what do you think. I think I really like these colors, and I enjoyed setting up this April's planning. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye!